Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi guys, my name is Serlin Septia Zulfiyani. My student's ID is 22018164, and this is my introduction to linguistics project about sociolinguistics. So let's take a look to the contents of this subtopic about sociolinguistics. First is what is sociolinguistics? Next, language and society. Next, language, culture and identity. Next, language and dialect. Next, choosing a code. Next, politeness. And the last one is about conclusion. Okay, the first one is about introduction. Sociolinguistics is the interdisciplinary study of the relationship between language and society. It examines how social factors influence language use, variation, and change. By investigating language in its social context, sociolinguistics aims to understand the dynamic nature of language and its role in shaping and reflecting society. So the second subtopic is about language and society. Language is not just a system of communication, but also a social phenomenon deeply intertwined with social interaction, power dynamics, and cultural practices. Sociolinguistics explores how different social groups use language differently based on factors such as region, social class, gender, and ethnicity. For example, individuals from different social classes may have distinct vocabulary choices, accents, or speech patterns. Language also undergoes change as society changes. Societal shifts, technological advancement, and cultural influences can lead to the emergence of new language varieties, dialects, and language features. Sociolinguistics examines these changes to understand the complex relationship between language and society. Next, language, culture, and identity. Language is not just a means of communication. It is also a cultural artifact. It reflects and transmits cultural values, beliefs, and practices. Sociolinguistics explores how language reflects cultural norms, rituals, and social conventions. For example, certain languages may have specific terms for cultural practices or concepts that are unique to a particular culture. Language plays a vital role in shaping individual and groups' identities. People often identify with a particular language or dialect, and it becomes an integral part of their cultural and personal identity. Sociolinguistics examines how language choices and language use contribute to the formation of individual and group identities. In addition, sociolinguistics investigates language maintenance and revitalization efforts. Endangered or minority languages are often seen as essential elements of cultural identity. Sociolinguistics study strategies to preserve and revitalize these languages, ensuring their continued existence and cultural significance. Okay, next, language and dialect. Dialects are regional or social varieties of a language. They can differ in terms of vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar. Sociolinguistics explores the characteristics and usage patterns of different dialects and their relation to social groups. Social dialects, such as sociolects or ethnolects, are variations of language associated with specific social groups. These variations may include distinctive vocabulary, pronunciation, or grammatical structures. For example, there may be differences in the way people from different socioeconomic backgrounds or ethnic communities use language. Sociolinguistics also recognizes the concept of a dialect continuum. This refers to the gradual linguistic changes across regions, leading to the emergence of dialects that are mutually intelligible to varying degrees. Understanding dialect continua helps research analyze language variation and contact between different linguistic communities. Next, choosing a code. We have three ways to choosing a code. The first one is diglosia. Diglosia refers to the coexistence of two varieties of a language within a community. One variety, known as the high code, is typically the prestigious, formal variety used in formal settings such as education, literature, and formal speeches. The other variety, known as the low code, is the spoken informal variety used in different conversation. Everyday conversation, I mean. Sociolinguistics explores the reason behind language choice in diglossic communities and how social, cultural, and contextual factors influence code switching between the two varieties. The second one is bilingualism. Bilingualism is the proficiency in two languages. And the last one is multilingualism, refers to the use of multiple languages within a community or an individual's repertoire. Sociolinguistics investigates how language choices are influenced by factors such as language proficiency, social identity, and cultural context. It explores how bilingual and multilingual individuals navigate between languages and how language use contributes to their social interaction and identities. Next, politeness. Politeness in language is a crucial aspect of sociolinguistics. It examines how culture and social norms shape politeness strategies and language use in various contexts. Politeness encompasses linguistic and non-linguistic behaviors that aim to maintain social harmony, show respect, and mitigate potential face-threatening acts. Sociolinguistics investigate politeness markers, which are linguistic features used to convey politeness. These markers can include honorifics, politeness formulas, indirect speech, or specific intonation patterns. For example, certain languages have specific honorifics or titles used to address individuals in formal or respectful situations. Cross-cultural differences in politeness norms are an important focus of sociolinguistics. Different cultures have varying expectations of politeness, and these norms may differ significantly across societies. Sociolinguistics analyze how individuals from different cultures navigate these differences and the potential challenges that arise in intercultural communication. Understanding these differences helps promote effective communication and reduce misunderstanding in diverse social settings. Sociolinguistics explores how politeness varies within a single language or dialect. Different social groups or communities may have distinct politeness strategies based on factors such as age, gender, social status, or relationship dynamic. For example, politeness strategies used by individuals from different generations may differ due to generational norms and cultural shifts. And the last one is conclusions. In conclusions, sociolinguistics is a vital field of study that examines the intricate relationship between language, society, culture, and identity. It explores how language is shaped by social factors, reflects cultural practices, and contributes to the formation of individual and group identities. Sociolinguistics highlights the importance of language variation, change, and dialects, providing insights into the diverse linguistic landscapes within a society. It also investigates language choices, diglossia, bilingualism, and multilingualism, shedding light on how individuals navigate between different linguistic codes and the impact on their social interaction. Understanding politeness and cross-cultural differences in language use is essential for effective communication in multicultural contexts. Sociolinguistics offers valuable insights into politeness strategies, politeness markers, and the impact of cultural norms on language use. By delving into the complexities of language, society, and identity, sociolinguistics provides a comprehensive framework for studying language as a social phenomenon. It encourages further exploration and research to better understand the dynamic nature of language and its implication in various contexts. Okay guys, that's all for my presentation this time. Thank you so much for attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.